When we last left our adventurers, Venlo had experienced an emotional low point after feeling he didn't contribute enough during the party's battle in the cemetery. In the hopes of bettering his spirits, Freya began planning a celebration meal composed of Venlo's favorite foods. Meanwhile, the rest of the Council of Celestin spent their day looking for equipment, spell components, and healing potion in Walliford's market. Tecton and Cariad inquired about the city's economy and its strange lack of farms and exports. Their investigation concluded with a dead end. Tecton then posted a note on a community job board offering payment to potential adventurers who would like to join their expedition. The tavern's bartender, Evelyn, informed the party of a traveling circus that would arrive in Walliford in 2 weeks. Evening approached, and Freya served her delicious home-cooked meal in Fenlo's honor. However, shortly into their feasting, Tecton brought up the topic of Ramses and Fenlo's relationship and the conflicting interests that it could cause. This led to an outburst by him that challenged the lack of seriousness from each of the other council members. Cariad reassured her intention of not returning to Celestin while Fenlo silently left his own celebration dinner. Ramses had a diplomatic view of the situation and tried to calm the turbulent tension. Tecton and Freya were left alone at the empty table and had a heart-to-heart, talking about supporting each other and guiding the younger members of the council. Fenlo and Ramses ended the night by reaffirming their newfound commitment to each other, and a promise ring was exchanged. The next morning was uncomfortable, but Freya led them in putting together a to-do list. Tecton went back to the cemetery and met a serious-faced hunter named Nervon who offered the council a quest to kill a giant wasp. That is where we left off. So, as the sun sits coming up into the morning sky, the people bustle around the market that you have just started to walk around in Tecton. This middle-aged woman, like brown hair that's graying in place, kind of pulled back, the leather armor, the bow and the quiver strung on the back. She regards you and she says, "Yeah, we have a giant wasp problem that we would really enjoy your help in."
Around here or somewhere else?
It's closer to here. It's on a forest path.
Okay. And what's this wasp been doing?
It cuts off our particular hunting route. Me and my group.
Has it killed anybody yet?
Not yet, but we've had a few close calls, and I'm reluctant to continue to go out and lead my group into danger. I've had a little more experience than them in the combat variety, but most of them just hunt deer and boar and stuff like that.
Right. Do you have any sort of information of how big it is? How giant are we talking?
It's pretty big. I'd say it's like 2 cows wide.
Oh my!
Tall, maybe. Yeah.
That's pretty big. And does it live? I know a little bit about wasps. I'm pretty sure that they live underground.
Yeah, this one does not.
Or like in trees. No.
And I mean, it's a forest path, so I guess the tree thing might check out, but
okay.
No, it flies around.
Okay, well, you came to the right place because me and my team here, we got a 100% success rate, and if you're willing to pay in some gold, or if you have something else that you could give us, we would be happy to take this problem off your hands.
Listen, I appreciate your business. We have scrounged together what we hope is a sizable enough amount of gold to contract you.
And that would be?
We could give you 115 gold.
That's not too bad. I'd have to run it by the folks first before I give you an answer, though.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Where could I meet you again?
If you want to meet in the evening, you can find me at the Blazing Boulette.
Blazing Boulette. Okay. And sorry, you might have mentioned your name, but I might have forgotten. It's been a while. What was your name?
It's Nervon.
Nervon. All right. Well, Nervon, I'll check in with the team, see what they think, and how about I get back to you later tonight? I'll meet you at the Bullet and either say yes or no or maybe or something.
Excellent. Thank you. I appreciate the thought at the very least.
Of course.
She turns around.
I would.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I would like to. Give her. I would like to give her one of my stone timepieces that I have.
Sure.
Yeah. Take that just as a small gift of goodwill to you.
Thank you.
And I walk back off to our inn.
Okay.
The staircase.
I believe from the last time, for the listeners, it's been a couple weeks. The Cariad, you had just arrived back with your new acquired possessions of components.
I actually don't think I went back to the
Oh.
inn. I acquired my components. I ran into
Fenlo.
And then I think I said I was just gonna wander around
Okay.
for a bit.
Then why don't we start there?
No, being completely honest, I don't think there was anything I had to do in town.
You arrive back at
There
the
was some
inn.
stuff I wanted to do. There was some stuff I wanted to do in the break with you, but I never got around to planning it.
Oh. Would you like to try it now?
No, it was just gonna be research. I was just gonna ask you about like the economy and shit, and that's not interesting, so we can skip it.
Okay. I believe Freya was having a nice breakfast.
I think so too.
I believe Fenlo, you went out into the market for something. I don't remember what it was.
I don't remember what it was either.
We're professionals.
Yeah. Hey guys, we've been don't worry. We
No, we're not.
It's been 3 days, less than a month of time off.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think I wanted to buy health potions.
I do remember that. And
I think I went and I think I didn't they didn't have any was the deal.
Until I get to that episode to edit. That's how it's gonna stay.
Alright.
So you search around a little while, and for now, come up a little short in finding something. I think the most the most you get from an answer is, oh wait, no, you talked to someone, like an apothecary or something like that.
Yeah, it was. I'm pretty sure I went to the apothecary.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't find proper magic stuff.
Yes, and she pointed you into Radal as being the next closest place for magic stuff.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Because and then they told me about the mountains, and that's what I was like. Oh, I can
Yes.
tell Freya.
Oh my
Great.
god.
Cool.
This is already.
That's right. I wrote that down here. We need to go to Ayun for any magic items.
we are professionals.
We have to go to Ayun.
Yeah, we have to go to Ayun for any magic items.
Yourself.
There's a mountain. There's a mountain.
There's a mountain called Ayun, isn't there?
Oh yes,
There's a mountain in Rodal.
Okay.
There's a mountain. There's 5 mountains that are all dedicated to a different god.
Right.
We gotta go to the goddess of wisdom herself for magic potions.
Okay.
Listen, kid, that's all I have written down. I knew it was a mountain.
We gotta go to who?
Nick, I am older than you. Don't call me kid.
No, you're not.
Wait, what?
Nick's only 1 year older than us.
What? I'm so not the younger one.
Nick's an old man. Nick's actually 65 years old. Which makes Jack at least 64.
Thanks, guys. I'm just gonna go kill myself.
Oh my! Age is what is finally tips you over the edge. Not tons of societal problems.
No.
Just being old.
Don't push him closer.
Well, if I'm gonna hear that he kills himself, I want it to be for something
Yeah, you know what?
substantial.
24's not that young. Oh, all the societal problems. Yeah, okay, maybe 24 is my cap.
All right.
I'm
I feel
24.
like
I've
there's
had a
some
good run.
stuff to unpack there. So
Listen, I don't. This is all gonna have to get edited out because it's all terrible.
It doesn't.
So, let's just move on. So Fenlo, after finding your way through the market to find the apothecary and getting that information about the mountains, is there anything else you would like to do in your morning?
Well, no, not really.
Okay. You find your way back, if that is your destination. Ramses... Wait, I heard a num.
No, that was me saying. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ramses,
My bad.
if I didn't know what Fenlo was doing, I sure as hell do not know what Ramses was doing.
Ramses, I have planned for myself. I would like to get up and join Freya downstairs for breakfast.
Freya, what are you doing at the bar currently?
Freya's just, she was just enjoying her breakfast. This is the night after, like, everyone
The
kinda...
outburst, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah, fuck. I remember she was sitting across from Tecton, and we literally just watched all of the kids leave. Like, they came downstairs, didn't say good morning, and they walked out the door.
Yes, that is
I was
exactly.
reading a
Yes,
newspaper
correct.
with a pipe.
Yeah. But if Ramses comes down and sits next to her, she'll...
Ramsey kind of like, oh,
No, it's just she'll nod and say good morning.
good morning. He takes his like seat with the chair, like doing the audible like scraping on the floor as he pulls it in to sit. Freya, I would like to apologize if my manner of speaking last night caused tension at such a nice dinner that you had created for us. However, I cannot apologize for what I said, as most of it, all of it is quite true.
Well, you don't have to apologize. You're entitled to your feelings.
That is very kind.
How did things go with Fenlo last night after the dinner?
Ramsey leans back in his chair and like a smile's on his face. I believe I will keep that between Fenlo and I. But between you and I, since I have trust in you, Freya, I will say it went quite well. And then, like, all of a sudden, he looks like he remembers something, and his face, like, goes bright red.
Freya was trying to hide a smile up until she sees Ramsey's face go red, and she just smiles.
Freya, may I speak in earnest to you?
Always?
I thought I was very bold, but I find Fenlo to be very bold, too.
Shit. Really?
He looks like he's trying to find, like, words. Honestly, I do not know what type of question I am to ask. I just know, perhaps I wanted to say that. He looks nervous, almost, but, like, intrigued. Yes, very interesting time.
Well, as long as it doesn't cause problems later, then just know that some troubles may come, but... Oh god, now I'm slipping into your accent. Just know that some troubles may come, but... she's, like, gonna, like, look towards Tecton. Just say, just know that...
I'm not there.
Oh.
They're not there.
She's gonna look to where Tecton was. And she's gonna say, just remember...
The outline of Tecton.
that communication is key. And don't keep secrets and don't lie to each other, and should be pretty good.
That is very good advice, but Freya, who are you looking at?
This is where I look at Tecton.
If there was one. Oh,
But
no one.
perhaps communication is something the whole group needs to work on, myself included. I do not think last night was the most successful form we have had with it.
I would have to agree. But
Although I will say the honesty was refreshing.
I also agree. I think once we get back on track to what we're doing, and things have time to calm down, I think everyone will be okay.
Yeah, I would agree
Bridges
for
to
you.
cross when we come to them.
Ramsey, nods, a small smirk on his face, and then he'll gesture to the waiter and ask for food.
Yeah, Evelyn, the elven woman with the kind of modest clothing, but then a fucking gun under her arm, comes over and goes, "Sorry, what can I help you with?"
Evelyn, if there is any breakfast available, I would very much appreciate whatever your house special is today.
Sure. 1 second, and she goes about setting up an order, basically, and then a few minutes later, you get a spread of breakfast items.
He gives her a nod, and then starts digging into what I assume is some type of meat.
Yeah, it's
and,
like your egg,
fruit.
your protein, your fruit, your vegetable, your milk,
I really like hard-boiled eggs, and he pops one into his mouth.
Oh,
It's crunchy. You forgot to peel it. No.
Yeah, you're supposed to, peel it and
Oh,
it's alright. I don't.
He,
the shell.
taps.
The shell never.
That
hurt
was
anyone.
unpleasant, and he picks shells out of his teeth. With the second egg, he cracks it on either side, unpeels it, and that is better. Perhaps I don't like crunchy food.
I believe if we're thinking about dichotomy and how everyone left, I would say probably the first one to arrive back is probably Fenlo.
Because he's the speed of the angel boy.
Probably.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll walk up to the table and he's gonna look real excited and he's gonna say, okay, so bad news, I didn't find no health potions and whatnot, but, good news, there's mountains with, there's a mountain with, and it's dedicated to, the Allhammer and whatnot, and it's called Rodal, and it's north of here. And that's where the apothecary said that we'd be able to find stuff like that and whatnot if we had to get them.
That is very good news.
Also, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And he smiles.
I think Rodal is kind of the next place we need to go. I've been hearing a lot about it myself.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if we had heard about it or not, or if that was new information, if that was old information, or if that was even information, or if I was being lied to. But that's just how things be.
It was very useful. Thank you, Fenlo.
Oh, okay, good.
So, 3 of us know, and we would all probably agree to go to Rodal.
I got no problem with that.
So I guess the next people we speak to are Cariad and Tecton, wherever they may be.
Carrie might be a minute or two. She was off to do stuff.
Oh, that is no worry. They will be back eventually.
Mm-hmm.
What about Tecton?
I didn't see him, and I don't particularly have a problem with that fact.
Knowing him, he's probably off getting us more work.
Tecton, you arrive. Clink, clink.
Oh, speak of the devil.
Hi. Is everyone sort of seated together?
Yeah.
Okay. Go up. Take a chair. Call over for a drink. Call over for an ale.
One is provided for you. 5 silver pieces, please.
Okay. Take a good half of it down, and then I press it and say, "Okay, so glad that we're all together."
We're not. Carrie, it's still out.
sorry. Never mind. Carriad's not here. Perhaps I'll wait for the sentimental stuff. Until Carriad comes. But good news. I got some work for us. So turns out there's a large wasp that's been harassing some hunters in a nearby area. And I know that we were staying in town for a few weeks, I believe. I thought we could, help out the town, or at least these folks. Seems like it's interrupting some trade. So we were offered 115 gold to get rid of it, basically.
And it is just a little bug?
No, like I said before, it is a giant wasp.
How big is a giant wasp?
Well, you know how we all measure things by cows,
Yeah, that's commonly known.
Of course.
Yeah.
But it does get weird when we gotta measure things that are smaller than cows, right?
Like
Well,
half a
you
cow.
know.
Yeah, I know.
This plate is like 1/8 of a cow. Like,
Exactly.
I want to use different units for this.
Well,
That's
using
a
the
big plate.
cow-metric system, our system for cows, it is 2 cows big.
I don't like.
So it's a big fella.
And now, are these small cows or big cows?
I would assume an average sized cow,
I don't know.
Cows aren't one size.
If only we had a standardized measuring system to know what size exactly they were telling us.
Well, a medium cow.
Oh God.
Mr. Tecton, there's 42 different sizes of cows for the cow metric system.
That seems like so many sizes of cows. That seems like an overwhelming amount of sizes of cows.
My
That is an
apologies.
entirely excessive amount of cows.
You can't say that that's the only
fuck.
size of cow.
Man,
My apologies, Mr. Fenlo. I didn't go to business school, so I'm a little unversed in the sciences of mathematics.
Oh, I never was good at measurement in school.
I didn't go. You don't have to go to business school to know the cows change
How
size.
can you? How can you be good at measurement when there's 42 different
Yes.
bases of units?
Fenlo is right. If you do not go to business school to learn about cows, the only other way to know is to be working on a farm.
Didn't go to business school.
Oh, the smartest people up on Celestin are the are business majors and farmers.
I would assume it's an average sized cow, so probably a very large wasp, if it even is being compared to a cow,
Much less 2 of them.
Exactly.
The
Holy
door
shit.
opens at this point and Cariad comes in.
I heard you from outside. What the bloody hell are you even talking about?
There is a bug. It is 2 cows long. We have been hired to smash it.
Why would you measure a wasp in cows?
Does it even matter how big it is? Let's go kill it.
Oh, Elsa, welcome back.
Oh yeah, also morning, hi, welcome to whatever this is.
Shit.
Borida.
Oh my god.
Borida? Sorry, yes. Good morning.
Oh. Borada.
Borada.
Fenlo, I did not know you spoke more than one language.
I mean, I think all of us do, given our racial traits and whatnot. Oh.
Carriad, like I was saying to the rest, there's a very large cow. We've been hired to get rid of it.
Wait, we're killing a cow now?
It's a cow!
It's a very large cow.
You've been
We're killing
hired.
a cow now.
You've been hired to kill a cow. That's that's the size of 2 wasps.
Is it at least like a minotaur or something?
No, it's a bug. It's a wasp. It's just the size of one.
Alright, so we're killing a minotaur wasp.
Yes, exactly.
I down the rest of my drink.
Hey, just for context, this is what we refer to as the big sillies.
Yeah, anytime you don't play a D&D game for more than a week in between a session, everything gets super weirdly silly for no reason.
Fuck.
We are only 25 minutes in, and we have made 18 tangents.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, this is still. We're 25 minutes in. This is still the breakfast
Oh
scene.
my
Yeah.
Okay.
It is okay. We will handle the Minotaur problem, the wasp problem, the measure. Eventually, one day, we will tackle even how to measure. But for now, Hecton, please go ahead and explain the job.
Well, I'd like to reiterate because I would like to be clear on the fact that it's not a minotaur.
That is a shame.
It
That
is
I am now sad.
hybrid.
No. Minotaur was brought into the equation because of the cow, okay?
Why did
it's
cow into the equation?
Who brought
I
the
didn't bring
cow?
the cow! Nervon did! As I was saying, as I was saying, a sweet hunter named Nervon came up to me when I was over by the crypt, and she basically explained this all to me, and she said that tonight we can meet her and give her our answer if we want to do it or not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's basically it.
Now, is there only one?
I believe so.
You believe so.
That's what I've been told.
So we're gonna go fight a giant wasp.
Yeah.
For only 150 gold.
Well, apparently it's also disrupting some trade routes, and I think this city could use all the trade that it can get.
Okay, fair. Alright, yeah, sure, why not? Let's go.
Also,
Let's
for
go kill a
Freya,
wasp.
just for Freya's like context, 150 gold.
Yeah.
115 gold is a lot of money.
You're right. I keep getting it confused with 50 because 15 sounds like 50.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah, you're right.
Like
you're right,
115
you're right. Yeah, let's do it.
gold could like paid like was what you made in a year basically.
I could buy a house the size of 13 cows.
Oh my god.
I keep thinking like
I could buy a 3 cow size house.
I keep thinking it's real world dollars, so I'm like, you could not pay me $100 to go fight a wasp.
A regular sized wasp.
Yeah.
They're gonna be $2,000 before we start thinking that stuff over.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Let's do it.
I'm glad everyone's receptive to the idea, and I'm a little curious that there's no hard feelings from last night.
That is a very bold assumption, Mr. Tecton.
Well, you all seem in very good spirits at the moment.
Freya and I had been talking earlier, and honestly, I think, as you would also say, Freya, these bridges we are crossing, this is just water under them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you speak for everybody? Because Fenlo, or
Sorry, what?
is this water under the bridge, or is it still rising and up almost above our heads?
I am not good at social confrontation,
I know.
Well, unfortunately,
so I can't answer you.
to each other sooner or later. So
I would prefer later.
We can have our own separate talk, but I'd like to make it clear that pretty much everything I said last night, I still believe, and my opinions of us going back to the council and hopefully some of us being the leaders would stand true, and I do want to put a bit of more seriousness into what we're doing. That being said, perhaps I handled it in a sort of aggro dwarf way, so I would like to extend my apologies if I upset anybody. And I just sort of look around at everybody in the eye.
Ramsey will be the first one to nod and say, "Apology for me is accepted." We spoke very true last night, all of us.
I did.
Cariad,
And-
is there something you'd like to say to Tecton?
No, I'm fine.
But also, Fanlo has also made his opinion known that he does not want to discuss this right now. Then I think perhaps I will reinforce the idea for him.
Thank
Perhaps we bring it all up later.
you, man.
Okay.
Fanlo looks at you and gives a little nod.
Alright, so, before we go fight these this giant wasp, I know tensions are high between us, but that does not get in the way of our job. Agreed?
Of course.
I thought that went without saying.
You never know. Cariad?
I already made my feelings clear. I care for all of you. I'm not gonna let the fight get in the way.
Alright. Let's go kill some bugs.
Well, actually,
Oh
we have
my
to
God.
accept the offer first.
Let's go accept the mission to go kill some bugs.
And that's later tonight. So, I thought today, we could plan or sort of a strategy, because this is presumably going to be a flying wasp, right? And I don't know about you guys, but I'm more of a ground, earth-based sort of fella. So I don't know if I'll be super helpful.
I have a couple of things I can do, including throwing.
If you give me a day, I could prepare better spells for fighting something that can fly.
I think that'd be smart, to be honest. And I also want to wave the idea that perhaps, we don't necessarily kill this wasp, but, put a saddle on it. Maybe we could ride around on it. I'm just thinking out loud. Does anyone have some sort of spell that could control someone's mind or something?
No.
No. Okay. That was an idea.
I mean,
I had a crazier idea that we could actually fly the wasp up to Celestin. But that might be out of the realm of possibility.
Yeah, maybe.
I think it would need to be at least 6 cows large to carry all of us.
We need more
That's
cows for this much cow power. Horse cow power.
Everything's measured by cows.
Everything's measured by
measured by cows.
Hey, how much is that going to cost? It's going to cost me 1.8 cows worth of gold.
Worth of gold. Oh, fuck. That's a lot of gold.
Fanlo, you are worth every cow on Celestin and here.
It's adorable.
Aww.
Oh,
So are we gonna wait today, or because I've got 2 ranged attacking spells ready to go.
Perhaps today we could train a bit together, or maybe purchase something from in town that could help us in the fight.
All right. This doesn't seem like the town to purchase anything magical in. A bunch of us have tried. We've looked for potions and we can't find anything. So, I mean, a net maybe.
Ooh.
but it doesn't sound like towns that would have anything that might help us in that endeavor particularly.
That's also very true.
What about how many potions do we have? I have none on me right
I
now.
literally think we all have 0.
Anybody have any? No. Okay.
No, I do have some healing magic though.
I got the healing whatnot from DNA and whatnot. And I have a crossbow. It doesn't help me in this endeavor, but I just remember that I have a crossbow.
Oh no, it might.
You just look down at your side and you're like, oh!
just pulls it out. Oh, no, I forgot I have
Guys, I have a crossbow!
Well, I suppose I'll if there's nothing in town, I think my time at least is best spent training. Maybe some more acrobatic maneuvers, trying to get ready. And then later tonight, me or someone else or all of us have to go to the Blazing Bullet to accept the offer.
Alright.
It sounds good. I will train with you if you'd like, Tecton.
Yeah, of course. Do you want to like spar? Do you want to try to like fight alongside each other?
Good question. Perhaps we will try working together. I feel like that is very beneficial.
Yeah. Okay. Anyone else want to join me and Ramsey?
I'll take on the two of you.
The two of us. Karyad, you are very ambitious. I like it. Very good. I like the tenacity.
If you're fighting together, you'll need something to fight against.
That's fair.
I'll do it.
All right. I get my things together and yeah, I start packing up to head out.
Okay.
All right.
Where are you guys going?
Maybe like the outskirts of town.
Okay. So you make your way out into the outskirts of town. Some of the guards kind of regard you, but then go about their business once they see that you leave, and you guys kind of find yourself out into the field once again.
Yeah, and just get into it, I guess.
Okay.
Stand beside Ramses and ready myself, I guess, against Chariot.
Okay.
Alright, and also to make it clear, we will not attack to hurt.
Oh yeah, yeah. We all want to be in pretty good shape tomorrow, so nothing on the face. No. Maybe put some blankets on your swords there.
Alright, if I must.
I would appreciate it.
Our swords and you both still get major injuries.
Ramsey will take a minute to take a potato sack or something and tie it around his battle axe.
Sure. Question: do you guys want to have a combat, or do you guys just want to talk about what you guys do?
I would prefer to talk.
Go for it.
Okay. Let's jump back and forth. So I summon some rocks up and hurl them at Cariad.
Hopefully they miss.
I summon a rock deflecting force field.
Yeah. Well,
I teleport behind you. Nothing personnel, kid.
The eating dog.
I love it.
Ramsey,
Oh, that's from Toy Story.
Ramsey will try and cover. Well, Ramsey will try and cover as much ground as he can between him and Karyad and go in with a quick attack with the battle axe, aiming for probably to knock the air out.
If Fenlo will join, Freya's just gonna sit on a hill and just kind of watch and just pour through her books. And maybe just write a bit while just absentmindedly just looking up occasionally to watch.
Fenlo was gonna probably sit with Miss Freya and inquire a bit more about his book.
Oh, yeah, of course, if you'd like.
I don't know, I don't know how to add stuff to the book,
Well, in my realm of expertise, normally you're sweet. Normally you find a spell scroll and then you have to take the time and resources needed to scribe it into your book so you can recall it when you need to. But your book seems like something a little different than what I'm used to. So I don't quite know, but keep an eye on it.
Okay.
And I'll let me know what you find out, and I'll let you know what I find out.
Okay.
And Freya will just start going through, like, her, like, big tome. And, like, any spells she sees, and she'll be like, oh, like, do you know this one? I saw you fire something kind of like this, or blah, 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 and all this stuff. And then, after a while, she'll probably just conjure up a little tiny, like, scoreboard with, like, the little, like, flaps that have the numbers on it, and each time, like, one of them gets a hit on each other, she'll, like, flip over the number.
In the background while you guys are reading, it's just like swing, swing. It's like Wilhelm screams.
Yeah.
Explosions.
Yeah.
Explosion. Cows moving.
And then the viewers at home can flash back a minute ago to, oh, well, we're not fighting to her. Don't
Yeah,
worry,
the sacks
everybody.
quickly tear, and you guys are getting cuts. Like,
My arm!
my leg.
Hit me, Cariad! Harder, go! Ramsey, like,
got her
runs
legs!
at Cariad.
I got her legs! Go for it, Ramsey!
She's like the Black Knight in Monty Python. It's just a flesh wound. Keep going.
I cast Chromatic Orb. Magma.
Throw some sand at people's eyes.
I passed.
Guards are like,
Just,
we're
like,
glad they left
screaming
before
in
I started doing
excitement.
that. Like,
He casts like an Eldritch Blast to like kick up like sludge and dirt and everything else, and like goes to like not even like hit Cariad with their javelin, but just to tackle them from the middle.
3 magic missiles right to the face, point blank.
Ooh. Jesus.
He gets up. You think that hurt?
Missing a tooth.
No, but that's swell!
Shit.
Not the
He's
face, that's
bleeding.
the money
His eyes
maker.
kind of bruised. He goes and like tackles you in the midsection.
You know, maybe... And she'll, like, look at Fenlo and she'll say, maybe this is the way they get out their emotions.
Like that's why they fight? In general?
Maybe. Maybe they're just trying to blow off steam or something they're trying to get off their chest, but,
That sounds very self-destructive.
yeah, and looking at, like, Ramsey's, like, biting Cariad's arm, she's just gonna, like, look at Fenlo, just say,
He would not.
you'd best, you'd do your best not to make them mad.
Why would I make him mad?
Oh. Why does anyone make anyone mad? Most of the times it's by accident.
Like, me and Carrie had fight, but that's because we got different opinions on whatnot, but it's never like the full-blown screaming in your face, steam coming out of your ears type fighting. It's just healthy disagreement.
No. Well, that's the fun kind of fighting. And, like, Freya's, like, eyes drift, like, they glaze over for a second as if she's reminiscing about a simpler time. About a simpler time.
About a debate that didn't make it past the kitchen table. Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
get it. We get it.
Sorry.
At one point, Ramsey will turn to like Tecton and just be like, "Hit me!"
Hey, I punch her right in the face. Punch him, sorry.
Not bad. And then he goes to hit you.
Now this is a fucking party! And jump in and
Take out
Fists flying.
my clubs, just start bashing the earth
Oh,
around me.
God.
Should I be healing them? Would that just prolong this? Should I just wait till they all knock themselves out? I don't. there's a lot.
Yeah, and, like, Freya's just gonna, like, try to, like, slyly point her wand towards them, and she's just gonna spend a magic missile on all 3 of them.
rapidly, you all get hit with giant pellets of energy. Just
Oi! You stay the hell out of this!
She's gonna point at Fenlo.
What? Wait.
Run! Cariad's gonna come running over.
Oh yeah. I want to mold earth and make like a, use it multiple times and make like a 15-foot hole. I'm just gonna say, bring him over!
I think.
Oh yeah, you're on my side. I thought you were catching me.
No.
I think. Fenlo's gonna turn invisible. And just sit there.
Venlo, I don't understand. Why would you hit me?
Oh no!
Miss Freya, is that whole, like, don't make him angry thing? Did you just do that to prove your own point? I'm so confused.
No. That's a little fun.
They look really angry.
She's gonna like look at Cariad and just point right next to her.
I can still hear you.
No, you can't. I mean,
Oh god.
Can I swing at wherever the sound came from?
Absolutely.
It was Freya. You know I don't have that. You know, Freya.
Fenlo, as you're talking and begging, you feel some blood pool from your arm
Oh no!
as a swipe
Wait, what?
comes
Why?
out.
I'm not trying to.
You guys are talking about weapons. A welt. A welt. Does it matter? You're getting hit.
Ow. Okay. Does he turn visible? No, he doesn't turn visible when he gets damaged.
Really?
Would it be concentration or?
Yeah, you would check concentration, and only if you use magic would you.
If it's
become
concentration, make a concentration check.
visible. Yeah.
That's a 7.
No.
He becomes visible.
All right, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast her twice in the face.
Disadvantage, please.
Because this is some. It totally wasn't me. All right, the first one is 4. And I'm assuming that misses. And the second one is 23.
Can you imagine having an armor class of 4?
That would
Oh
be...
my god.
Oh wait,
I dodged.
I didn't do disadvantage on the second. Dang it! No, that's also 7.
Oh, you do.
Oh sweet. All right. I dodged
You
both.
remember your training with Rationale, and you do a little dodge roll, and then do a little flip back as 2 Eldritch Blasts zoom past you.
You know I can't do that. Why would you attack me?
I'm gonna point a finger in Fenlo's face. I'm gonna say, "Don't do it again."
I didn't do anything, and you know I didn't.
Well, I felt it,
Yeah,
and then I'm gonna turn back.
I'm gonna point at Freya. You want to toss me under the metaphorical, mythical bus?
No, we want to put you in the hole.
In the hole. In the hole.
In
The hole, and I'm gonna pick Fenlo up. Can I grapple to pick Fenlo up?
Sure. Fenlo, make me an athletics or acrobatics check of your choice, and you can, Cariad, make me a strength check, please.
Can I go over and
I
help?
wouldn't also
No,
be
it's a strength
athletics.
Can I help wrestle on the Carrion?
You ain't there. One at a time.
No, I like
You'll
it.
get
I like
your turn.
It. Venlo, can you make it with... Cariad, you can make it with advantage, please.
Why did she get
Because
advantage?
because Mr. Tecton is helping her.
No.
Aww.
Tecton waddles over.
Venlo, what'd you get?
I got a 17.
Cariad?
Shit.
Okay.
15.
You like look at Tecton, Cariad, as Tecton comes waddling up on his dwarven feet. You guys like make eye contact, and as you guys lunge at it, like from behind and in front to grab Fenlo, Fenlo just zips away very quickly behind a tree, and you guys slam into each other. Yeah,
We
you
head
had- you
bonk.
head bonk.
Oh.
Right.
Ramsey walks over to where Fenlo is.
No, let me. I'm escaping at this point. Why just
Fenlo,
interrupt? What?
Fenlo, and he offers you his hand.
I feel like this is a trap, but I'm gonna take the hand.
He takes
In the hole.
your hand
In
and he
the
throws
hole.
you over his shoulder.
Make a strength check. And Fenlo,
got it.
because the affection of your erection is doing it, make me a dexterity check with disadvantage, please.
Okay.
Sorry, what was that about an
Affection
erection?
of your erection.
What? Who said something about a fisting?
Ramses, what was your strength check?
That was 18.
Fenlo, what was your disadvantage dexterity check?
I got a 19.
Oh
A
my
quick
god.
flip off the back in panic, and Fenlo is on the ground and darts quickly away.
Why did it?
Fenlo, you are very slippery. Please come back.
Why did it put me in the hole?
I think it would be very
In
funny.
the hole.
It's pretty very funny.
I'm using Radiant Soul, the thing I can do once per
Ramsey
day,
doesn't chase you. He's just kind of like has both hands on his thighs and starts laughing.
to grow wings and fly back to the hotel. Because this is some
Are
bullshit.
you doing that?
Yes, I'm doing
Okay.
that.
Bright
I'm
ethereal
sorry,
wings
Phil.
come out and he begins to fly away.
And I'm using invisibility at some point when I get close to town because I'm not stupid about this.
Okay. Eventually your wings do have to. Their cooldown goes up.
And I'll land.
Yeah, and you turn invisible with your only other spell slot, and you run back to the inn like a little baby.
Yeah, people are fighting and I don't much care for it.
Well, somebody has to get in the hole, and I'm gonna try picking Tecton
Make a
up.
strength check, Tecton, and acrobatics or athletics.
I do not resist.
Okay. Karia, with ease, you pick up Tecton.
And I'm gonna run over as best I can, shifting from side to side, and I'm gonna slam dunk Tecton in the hole.
I like how you that there is a legal binding document that when a hole is dug, somebody going.
Someone has to go
Tecton,
in it.
You take 4 points of falling damage.
I want to increase it because I want to, as I'm falling, I want to try to mold earth. So like I'm like moving the earth as I'm diving into it.
Are you burying yourself?
You're wanting to take
I
more
assume they're,
damage.
Yeah, I want a little bit
Okay,
more.
then you take another 2, so 6 total.
Okay, and then I want to cover the top.
Okay, you guys, Karia, when you slam dunk him in, he goes further than you're expecting. As like the tunnel gets bigger and bigger, and then like a door, the whole top of the mountain just encloses, and there is no hole there anymore.
And I'm just in the darkness, and I'm smiling a little bit. This is more fun than I've had in a while.
Ramsey's gonna go chase after Fenlo.
Okay. Ramses, you find your way into town. There's no real way to track him because he flew and then he was invisible. But eventually you kind of make your way back to the inn. Fenlo, what are you doing?
He's sitting at the bar with orange juice.
Okay, so he's sitting at the bar, kind of sulking with some orange juice.
Had a rough day, hun. Need some orange juice.
I've learned my lesson with alcohol and having orange juice. Don't judge me.
Oh, Fenlo, I am sorry. I did not realize you would terribly not like that. It was meant to be joke. I won't do it again. And he goes next to Fenlo.
That's why I was sitting by Miss Freya's, because I didn't want to be in the fight.
I will read better into situation. I am sorry, Fenlo.
It's okay. I'm okay. And it gave me an excuse to exercise the wings. I haven't really flown that far yet with him, so I got that going for me.
They were very grand and beautiful.
Oh,
and
thank you.
May I sit?
I can only do it once a day.
May I sit?
Oh, I thought you already were, so yeah.
Ramsey sits down next to him and kind of stays silent.
What's everyone else doing?
Well, that little...
Well, but before I suffocate.
Yeah.
I want to mold earth and make some earthy stairs to climb up to the top.
Like a glorious concert
yeah.
goer.
And then I'll pop up from the ground like a mole.
Quick before the hyena.
Kariad's gonna go waddle over to Freya and sit down and just start rubbing the blood off.
Sewing your arm back on.
Rubbing some aloe vera on my melted face.
It's like Mark and the Resident Evil, just all give me some goop juice.
Yeah.
Blow up some.
What time is it, Liv?
It's probably noon, 12:30ish. Oh, you have a sundial, 12:30.
Thank you.
Blow off some steam then.
Yeah, that was a good bit of fun.
Good, I'm glad.
I yell over to them. If you guys want to go back into town, I want to practice a little bit of earth shaping over here. I'll be back at the staircase when night falls.
All right.
Well, we still have to go to the blazing. Is it bullet or bullet?
Bullet.
Did you just say it weird the first
Blazing
time?
Bullet.
Oh, it is bullet. We still have to go to the blazing bullet.
I know. I'll be there. Don't worry.
All right. Well, see you then.
I crawl back into my earth.
You know, you're not. I agree with you in some ways.
Me?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. What about?
I don't know your full story. Hope to one day, but for now, I can tell you don't want to go back. No, I don't know the reason. I understand the motivation behind it, I guess.
Oh, how about that?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Someday I'll tell you, but I'm sorry, I'm not ready.
That's perfectly fine. I want you to take your time.
I'd like to experience this. And Karyad's gonna gesture to the field, the city, the freedom.
You just gestured to all of me.
Just a little while longer before
Yeah.
I have to think about Celestin again.
Yeah. To let you in on a secret, I've been wanting that too.
What? You don't think you want to go back?
I don't know.
I know I don't want to go back.
Well, me ma and me da's up there. I kinda just, I want to see them again. And I don't know if I'd stay.
My ma and dad are up there. That's exactly why I don't want to go back. But I'm having fun down here.
So am I. I haven't had
So let's go have a bit of fun.
like that. I haven't had fun in a really long time. And she's just...
And this is to the DM. What is there to do in town for fun?
Well, this is party town, so if
I know it's party town, but I know Freya doesn't want to go drinking and probably not gambling. I don't know. Karyad will kind of raise
a
eyebrows
brothel.
at Freya, like, huh?
It is like
Freya.
Yeah, you can go fuck, I guess.
Hey,
Freya,
hey, character,
would you like?
daughter mother sort of thing going on here.
Would you like to go see some strippers with me?
If you could hear the old Linux startup noises, I think that's what's going through her head right now.
I think you need it. It's not an insult. I just think you might have some fun.
Freya will close her spell book with that satisfying quick snap of a book closing sound.
The nice flump.
Yeah, yeah.
I love the sound of a hardcover closing.
I love the sound of a flump.
Yeah, we stand a good flump around.
I do love a good plump in my day.
Yeah, why not?
All right, let's go.
Okay.
I'm gonna use Tecton's money though.
That's even better.
Hello, and welcome to the interim of Chronicles of Gaia, Session 6, Part 1. I'm just here, I'm your friendly neighborhood dungeon master, and I'm here to tell you about a few things. First, our social medias for Twitter and Instagram. Twitter is at COGRPG, and Instagram is COG.RPG, because we cannot get those same handles. If you find us on there, you might see our thumbnail and also our cool character art that was made by Sieron Thomas, who you can commission at the Shockwave48 on Twitter. He just updated his commission stuff, and he put out a comic in the last couple months, which you should go and see. Next up, the music that brought you here to the interlude and the theme song and the outro song was made by a friend named Elk, and you can find him on multiple things. For Twitter, it's at Lord_Elk. Instagram is at Elk_Lord_art. And Kofi, where you can commission him to do cool art things, is at Elk_Lord. Okay, finally, let's get to music. I use now 3 sources of music on this podcast, and I want to tell you about all of them. Tim from tabletopaudio.com and his Patreon, patreon.com/tabletopaudio, makes awesome music for you to use in your tabletop settings, and he's awesome. You should support him. Next is Alexander Nakarada at serpentsoundstudios.com, who, as I mentioned before, did really cool kind of like EDM fantasy music that we used a couple sessions ago. And you can find him at serpentsoundstudios.com, where he does more than just tabletop audio. And you can find his Patreon to throw him a couple bucks at patreon.com/ANAKARADA. And finally, a new addition to this podcast is AJ from Sword Coast Soundscapes. You can find him on YouTube, Sword Coast Soundscapes, and if you want to support him, patreon.com/SwordCoastSoundscapes. He's awesome, and he does cool, fun music, even for the module games, the ones that Wizards of the Coast pre-makes, such as Descent into Avernus or Curse of Strahd, and you should take a look for your tabletop games. Okay, that is it. I'm gonna go. Have a good rest of the episode, and I will see you guys next time on Chronicles of Gaia. Goodbye. So, as everyone finds their way through, I'm gonna do this scene because I'm so looking forward to it.
Let me know how much gold it costs.
Yeah. As you make your way into town, Kari, you kind of find your way around, and after a few conversations, you know of the brothel in town called the Salty Something.
Oh. That's disgusting.
And is it only a brothel, or is
No,
there a
it is a
strip club?
brothel.
Like,
I mean, you can
oh,
pay
it's only a
someone to
brothel.
do a strip, but like,
To do
Yeah, that's true.
strip.
Yeah. We could hire a prostitute
we
just
also
to get
hire them.
naked.
I can't.
Come clean my house, please.
We just
they're like, well, that seems like an easy night, and they like put on like sweats and stuff like that, and they come and clean your house.
Hey, sex worker, go
Like,
get me
wow,
groceries.
great, easy 50 gold I've ever made.
I can keep my pants on for this. Hey.
So what probably looks like in the daylight looks to be a modest-looking building, 3, possibly 4 stories tall. Stories, like 3 floors tall, or 3 to 4 stories. I'm having a stroke.
I think you mean like
Stories is the right. Stories
great.
is.
No, but I think you mean like 3 cows like stacked on top of each other.
like
about 3
like
cows
3 cows
up.
up,
Yeah.
3 to 4 cows up.
Yeah.
You see this nice kind
3.
of oak-built building. Different windows house different curtains of different colors. You've seen this in the evening. It's normally pretty busy, but where you are, like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, it seems pretty dead. The front door has 2 like kind of wood carved, but like the iconography of like a Roman like column, like a Greek column on each side. And the double doors that sit there are this nice like burgundy color with windows set into it. When you open, there's a chime over the door, and you enter a foyer with a desk, a large set of stairs to the left of you, And there is a woman with dark complexion, hair nicely done and kind of clipped back to keep her bangs out of her face. And she goes, "Well, I do not see many patrons come in this early, but I haven't not heard of it. So, what's your pleasure?"
Prinhounda, we were looking for someone just to dance for us.
Oh, yeah, sure. For how long?
Is that a weird
it's-
request?
I don't see it very often. I've seen it a few times, but much like people coming in the afternoon. I can find someone to dance for you. Are you interested in guys, girls, those who lie betwixt?
Cariad'll look to Freya and just kind of raise the shoulders and the eyebrows in tandem.
Surprise us.
Okay. And how many dancers are you looking to pay for your time here?
How much per
Well, it
dancer?
depends how long you're staying for.
Maybe only like two songs.
10 gold per dancer.
Oh, that's absolutely perfect. Yeah. I will do it.
So how
She's
many
like
dancers?
jingling this little coin purse as she's like looking in. Ah, two. Two's fine.
Excellent. Then that'll be 20 gold pieces altogether.
Drops the gold on the counter.
And she sets down a set of keys for the two of you. And she says, if you go, it'll be upstairs, the second door on your left. And they will be with you momentarily.
Alright.
Right. As you,
Cariad'll snatch up the keys. Ta.
she regards you when you say that with a look of interest, but does not say anything further. And you make your way upstairs. The hallways are nice, kept clean, pretty narrow, but there's many doorways. You eventually find the door that fits your key and enter in there. There is a bed, king size, looks very comfortable, and when you sit on it, it is very comfortable. The room has a series of spaces. When you kind of peek around in cupboards and drawers, it is full of different sexual pleasure objects. Be fit for all kinds of sizes, interests, and makes and models. Yes.
Oh God! Look at this. And Cariad's gonna pull out a long one.
It flops at the end just from the sheer size.
I like how you went to say something and then
One.
Oh, wow. This looks like it's dwarvish, mate.
Oh, I wanna preface for the prosperity of this recording. There is a drawer that is basically a Bad Dragon website, like page.
Oh, God, no. Oh.
So it's like all manner of monster.
They're labeled Dragonborn, pleasure devices.
No!
There's Tabaxi, Kobold, lizard folk,
Oh my God!
humans.
Is this actually what a terrace looks like?
There's one just...
How the bloody hell
there's
is anyone
one
supposed to
just
fit on this?
shaped like a Tarrasque.
Um,
Some of them are just action figures that got lost in the pile.
when you guys
Whoa.
are
This one looks like a robot.
a Warforged dick.
Yeah.
It's the only
I'll call
vibrator.
this one Optimus.
As you guys are exploring the possibilities of what
Oh,
else could
God.
happen if it wasn't just dancing, the door does open, and a very buff, very beautiful Goliath woman enters in, and in tow behind her is a very ambiguous but still very beautiful individual. For a minute you think human, but then they have a angelic presence, and they seem to be some kind of ASMR. Both very beautiful, catch the eyes of those who enjoy
Can I-
the experience.
Can I quickly say before they walked in, I cast Disguise Self.
Sure. What do you want to look like?
I want to look. I want to look like maybe, let's say Tecton, but like with blonde hair instead of brown hair.
What?
What's happening?
This is weird for you, not me.
Cariad, you look towards the door as the handle opens up, and then you look back to like give Cariad like a grin, and it's blonde Tecton.
Is that really necessary?
I just don't. I just don't want this coming back to bite me.
And
I mean, I'm the only one here. No one's gonna judge you.
Meh.
and as this
This was a decision brought on by panic.
And as you
Fair enough.
panic, disguise self, the two individuals do enter the room, and
This is weird for you, not me.
they they begin to conduct their business, and I'm going to fade out from this scene. I've given enough,
Woo! I'm gonna throw some coppers before you fade out.
and they begin to dance. And doodle doodle doodle. Tecton, let's go back to you.
As cut to Tecton sneezing, like, oh, that's weird.
Cut to Tecton disguised as Freya, but blonde.
Committing a crime, like robbing an old lady.
Stabbing an old lady.
I just don't want this to go. I just don't want this to come back and bite me.
Freya, Freya, you
Um,
sneeze on a stripper because he's robbing an old lady.
Oh, I'm very sorry.
Ew.
Ugh.
no, Tecton would like to spend the afternoon and the evening molding earth and just like trying to get more elaborate, more intricate designs. I'm gonna do that for a little bit, and then I also just want to like carve out like a huge hovel underground if I can.
Sure, yeah, you can take. It's gonna take you a little while.
Maybe like a 50 by 50 cube.
You make
Or
face.
maybe more like an oval that's like 50 feet or 10 cows
Jesus.
high and maybe about 20 long.
Am I never gonna live down this cow thing?
No, cow is the official unit of measurement.
Measurement, D&D.
But can I just say, the man who told Cariad he wasn't taking this seriously enough is now playing in the dirt for his day.
He's making a
Serious
fucking bunny
dwarven
hole.
business.
Translation: I'm playing in the dirt for 7 hours until we go talk to Nervon.
No, Mom,
He's
I'm
literally
honing
making
my...
a fucking Bugs Bunny hole.
Making a fucking dirt pile. Playing with some dirt
I
clods.
Bugs Bunnied really quickly.
Have anything they want to paint. I really hope it's Tecton like deep in the dirt, going, "I'm a functioning adult."
I'm the only one taking this seriously as he makes a little chair
Bunch of
out of
fucking
dirt.
Very fair.
slackers.
Very fair. I would just like to make some sort of an underground base, and I would like to practice my magic.
Sure,
along the way.
definitely. You take your afternoon and part of the beginning of your evening making a small hovel. It's very much for a little while. It looks like the underneath to Patrick the Star's rock.
Oh yes, exactly.
And then maybe you start to do the Patrick Star thing and make an earth couch. But then like the evening is hitting in, and you can assume that you could probably go to the Blazing Boot.
I'll head back to.
That's actually fucking hilarious.
Did Ramses and
shit.
Fenlo want to do something with their afternoon and stuff?
Yes.
Sure. What do you want to do?
If possible. Fenlo, I would like to get you a gift. Perhaps you will come out with me to pick something?
Is it like the other because I still got the ring, and I'm still kind of.
Oh, that's
out.
right.
No, you can pick whatever you like. Come. And
Oh, I'm still.
So you make your way into the market. Like I said before, the market changes slightly every day unless the person has some good gumption to get up early and get their stall back. But there are many different trinkets and businesses that are going around. Is there anything you're looking for specifically?
Ramsey has his hand on Fenlo's far shoulder from him, and he looks around at like different stalls, and he sees if there's anything that kind of catches his eye, and he'll kind of lead Fenlo over. Fenlo, pick anything you like.
Oh, okay. Oh, so this is my thing now. I thought you had an idea. Okay.
What kind of things do you like, Fenlo? Do you like perhaps jewelry or fine clothes?
Not. It's not exactly a passion of mine. I don't.
Maybe something else, or I will buy you a very nice dinner, or...
Food's nice.
Okay, would you...
Oh, no, go.
No, you go ahead. You will not speak if I do not give you chance to sometimes.
No, that's not true.
I will get you flowers. Hold on. And Ramsey will look for someone who's selling flowers.
There is a flower stall set up, very different kinds, and there are some flowers that like you don't even recognize. Like they must come from specifically down here. Different various colors, soft blues, darker blues, purples, pinks, like greens that like come up from the stem and are a different soft shaded green that distinguishes them slightly, but it still looks like they are one piece, not flower, bud, and stem. There are blackened roses. There are roses that come up in a deep set orange, and they are actually set into a dish that is on fire. There's plenty of different flowers here.
Ramsey looks like back at Fenlo, and then he looks back at the flowers. And then he stops for a second, and he'll stop on like a bouquet of like blue petaled flowers, and he'll how much for this bundle?
Moonweaver's guidance. Yes, that will cost you probably about 2 gold pieces.
Ramsey like hands over the 2
Thank you
gold.
for your patronage. And she passes you this bouquet of blue petaled roses or flowers, and she goes, she will find you in the night of the moons. I hope she guides you well.
Ramsey does like a little nod. Thank you. And then he'll walk back over to Fenlo with like a soft smile on his face, and he'll hand you the flowers and say, "Please forgive me for earlier."
I don't need you to buy me things to make me forgive you.
It is still a gift for you. And then he'll hand it to you, if you'll accept them.
Yeah, he'll hold it. Just,
You see these blue petaled flowers. They almost like from the stem of the bud, they spiral out and open outward. And the heavy onset of the ends of the petals like kind of fold it back enough. And you see some that have already like started to kind of go, maybe aren't as fresher, and they fall in different like crescent shaped like petals that fall from the bundle.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. I already did forgive you. I've never really had a shopping thing. Like, I don't like the whole, what do you want? I don't know what I want.
Oh.
But
Perhaps we can learn what you like.
I like you.
Ramsey like brushes and like scratches like the back of his head. I like you too, Finlo. And then he like kind of like shakes his head a little bit. My family upon Celestin is actually quite well off, so if you ever desire anything, make note of it, and I will be sure to get it for you. It will be my gift to you.
I don't need, for lack of a better word, I don't need a sugar daddy.
Yeah, what?
I don't want to have to explain that to you. I don't need somebody who buys me stuff all the time. It's fine. We got the money from that last job, and I'm pretty good at saving it and whatnot. And I don't know what I like when it comes to buying stuff.
I see. He puts his like hands on his like his two fingers, like his index and his like middle on his chin, and like kind of looks like he's thinking for a moment. I guess in some way this is a way to show affection to you. We will have to find a middle ground, maybe?
Yeah, about last night. I'm sorry, I didn't, I'm not good at reading messages and subliminal ones, and I didn't know if that was one, and
Don't apologize, Finlo. It is okay. It is good to know that you like me that way.
Okay. I didn't know if I crossed the boundary or not.
No. Ramsey will put his like hand back over Fenlo's shoulder and say, "I am not ready for those type of thing, but one day."
Honestly, me neither. I thought that's just what you do.
Ramsey like nods, like listening to Fenlo. I do not know. I am not ready to share myself that way yet.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Perhaps if we are married. But we will go slow.
You say that, and then you gave me a ring, and now you talk about marriage, and
It is gift. Same with these flowers that reminds me of you. The ring reminds me of you. The flowers reminds me of you.
Okay. Sorry, I need a second to recover from that immense gay panic. Or just panic, I can't really tell. I don't know what to get you for gifts and such.
What, to get me? No, Fenlo, do not get me anything. Give me your time.
You have it. That's why we're out here, ain't it?
Ramsey smiles and, like, looks down at Fenlo. Perhaps it is. We will get bite to eat like you said, and then head to where was it that we were supposed to accept the mission?
The boulette and whatnot?
Yes, that is it.
The flaming bullet, I don't know. It was a new word. I haven't heard that word before. I don't know what a boulette is.
I do not know either. Ramsey goes back to, like, smiling. But perhaps, just before we go, you will let me treat you to a meal. Yes, Finlo?
Okay.
Very good. And, yeah, Ramsey will try and find some place.
You can find a small, like, diner, like mom and pop kind of style diner that has some nice food in it. you guys sit down to have a nice meal that'll cost you like 7 silver total.
Okay. Ramsey puts down like a gold or two.
And
No, I didn't know if that. I didn't know if that was for each of us or just one of us.
No, it is my
so, yeah,
treat,
the 7
Finlo.
silver
Alright. Oh,
yeah, and you guys have a nice meal. Does anybody else want to do anything in their day?
I'm good.
Freya, you want to do anything more, or are we stripping
Yes,
and then
like,
we're pretty
like
much tapped? for the
10
rest of the
minutes
day?
later, you guys are finishing your strip. Your strip club.
of all the things you could have done.
Well, that was neat.
Neat.
I just think they're neat.
Just Freya's like,
Strippers. I just
Cool.
think they're neat. I, you know,
I had fun.
I'm glad you did. I think you might have just reaffirmed something for me.
Like what?
I'll tell you another time.
Alright, well, what did you want to do? We've still got a day to kill.
Yeah, I do. I definitely do. Want to learn more about magic?
Yeah, actually, we could practice magic.
Alright. Used 2 of my spell slots already, but I've got 4 more. And she'll show Cariad like what she can do with like silent image and shield and
Sure. Yeah.
yeah, stuff like that. Magic.
I love you very much, but
And we'll do that.
Yeah.
We'll do that for the rest of the day. Yeah, I was
I'm
transitioning
gonna
that
time
into a time
skip
skip.
this
I wasn't
because
thinking.
I haven't got to the teaching yet.
I wasn't thinking we
Um,
roleplay this. I was
alright.
just yeah.
As the evening kind of starts to set on for everybody, a hole dug, a dinner had, a lesson learned. Do you guys all want to converge to talk to Nervon, or does only one of you want to do it? What is the plan?
Well, can we meet at the staircase? before?
Definitely. You guys
Yeah.
all meet in the inn portion of the sunken staircase, and discuss.
I'm just covered in dirt and grime.
do you want me to prestidigitate that away, or are you...
I would appreciate. Thank you very much.
Okay, because it looks like you're kind of at home in there, and I can't really tell.
It's sort of something I like to do in my private time, but you know, I like to be well groomed and clean most of the time.
You'd say that, and now I don't want to put my hand near you now that you phrase it like that.
You can do it. No, don't be gross, Venlo. I would never spend my whole afternoon and part of the evening doing something so vile.
Well, please prestidigitation, Mr. Beckton.
Thank you very much.
Questions have been raised.
Speaking of what everyone did during the afternoon and evening, what did y'all get up to?
Finlo and I spent time together, and Ramsey will look at Finlo fondly.
Oh, that's cute.
Freya and I just studied magic.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, so, getting down to business here. Does everyone want to go to the bullet, or, you know? I think, you know,
I think
why
we all
not?
should go.
Yeah.
Yeah, let us all go. That's a grand idea. Go to meet the person who will be paying.
Okay.
All right, as a group, you guys all find your way into the town square. All right, you guys enter into the town square and begin to make your way down the street. Karyad, you recognize the Blazing Bullet as the location. That is where you and Tecton had walked into a veterans club, basically.
Okay.
The sign out front is a smoothed, like, nosed creature, almost like a triangle, like, angled head that's coming out of the ground and then, like, trying to eat the words Blazing Boulette, and it's also on fire. When you guys...
Actual fire or
depiction
like
of
a
fire.
depiction of fire? Like
Everything's on fire!
Okay. I didn't know if they come out
my
and light
God,
the sign every morning.
Yeah, little arcane lights make up like a fantasy neon light that, like, the fire plumes out as the boulette rises from the ground. Yeah, it's really nifty. You guys enter. Cling, cling, cling. The little shitty bell that's kind of like busted up on the door enters. The chattering, the deep guttural chattering of these many different peoples of sizes and scars and weapons that they still hold on them in their armor quickly silence as they look at all of you, and then you hear a chair scrape back, and then you see just like the head of Nervon pop up and go, "They're with me," and they all kind of like regard her for a minute and then go back to their chattering.
Can Fenlo immediately hide behind Ramses as soon as a bunch of people stare at them?
Aw.
I would like to cast Expeditious Retreat on
Okay.
myself. And just start running around the room, and I'll go quickly order something. Like, yeah, I want 4 ales, and we're gonna need 3 drinks and 1 margarita and 2 waters, please. And then I'll go and sit down.
Hand over like 2 gold.
Yep.
And you quickly find your seat with Nervon, who kind of like sits back in her chair as at your arrival, as your other friends catch up and come around the table or sit, your choice. She goes, "I'm assuming because you're all here, you're either skipping town or you're gonna take my job."
We will be taking your offer.
Excellent. I guess I should tell you a little bit more about it then, huh?
Before you do that, please meet my associates. Ramses, excellent devotee to their god, and pretty nasty with a blade. You got Frey over there, arcane mastermind. I've seen her bend time and space. Fenlo,
Just skip me, please.
the boy's somewhat of a business tycoon, and he's got a very large book. You can ask him about that. Karyad, most kills of the entire party. Definitely don't want to come across her with her 2 blades in a dark alley. And folks, this is Nervon. Nervon is a hunter in the outskirts of town, and this is the person that I was telling you about.
She kind of just waves, seeing as her introduction has already been made to you all.
And this is Tecton. He takes things very seriously and also is very fond of dirt.
Very fun.
She like glances at Tecton, but doesn't say anything. Your drinks arrive at the table, by the way.
I mumble something about my dead wife.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god. Okay.
Sorry, what just happened?
So, Nervon, let's get down to brass tacks. You were saying something about the mission.
So, we have a hunting route. It's not secretive. I'm not trying to get back a great expanse of field or anything, but this giant wasp has come and started trying to keep us away, or just seemingly gets on our trail consistently. It's bigger than any large wasp we've ever seen, and we've encountered it multiple times. My group is of 6 people, but I've said to your friend Tecton here that my group is hunters of boar and doe, and wildlife creatures that we eat, game animals, if you will, and they're not much of your persuasion, the adventuring type. I can hold my own in many categories as yours are, but I can't say the same for my group. We've encountered the creature a couple of times, and nobody has died, but I fear that our luck is running out. It can be heard from a little while away. We hear it, we try and stay on the defensive for as long as we can, but we have tried to it has tried to get us, and while we were running, it tends to find us once we're like 3 miles into the forest trails, and it never follows us for more than a mile before it leaves again. It has a very large stinger, and it pierces quite expertly, and it also shoots poisons that one of my compatriots has found out paralyzes you if you do not shirk it off.
Oh.
That sounds serious.
It's not a very popular route currently. The path is not used, but for us, we make our money off of this hunting trail. And I would much like to continue to be able to employ my group and make a living at the same time.
Which direction out of town is it?
Northwest.
Northwest. And is there? You said 3 miles into the trail. It appeared. Is it the same 3 miles in every sort of
We
which
don't
way?
really try. We've tried to skew off the path a little bit. It still ends up finding us. Our last time we were off the trail of the forest, which is kind of what aided us in our escape. It could not find its way through some tighter trees.
Does it fly very high up?
When it's there, it starts very high up, but once it engages, it tends to come down and try and sting you.
Okay.
And it's just the one,
So
right?
far.
Oh, okay, good.
I'm pretty impressed that considering the number of times you've been ambushed, that your group was able to make it out.
So am I. I'd rather not make the next time I go out with them someone's last time, either.
Is there anyone from your group that might want to
You're looking
aid
at
us? Oh, sorry, I didn't assume that you were coming along.
her. Well, I better give some help for what I'm asking of. I know it can scare some people off.
Well, I appreciate the help. I sort of assumed that we were going there as a team, but a +1 definitely. I'm not going to say no to that.
Like I said, my group
and
isn't much of a combatist. They're more like fresh newbies who have trained with bows, but against startled creatures, not something that's coming at them.
Right, level 0s.
Exactly.
I understand. And also, the path, so probably well enough.
It's a pretty straightforward shot, but it's not well used, so there's some intricacies there.
Okay.
Well, it'll be very good to have you along. It's nice to have someone who will know exactly where they are going, even if the path is easy.
Do you plan on staying around here tonight? And I gesture at the bar.
I am.
Well, we could leave in the morning if you don't want to get too shit-faced.
I'm good for the morning. What's the morning
Right.
for you? Because the morning's 5 a.m. for me.
Oh. I look at the rest of the group.
Let us, how does 8 or 9 sound?
Oh. To sleep in. Sounds great to me.
Yeah.
You sleep in till 8 or 9?
When I wake up at 5,
Me?
that is sleeping in.
No. Sorry, no. I'm sorry. I meant Ramses.
Sometimes. I would like time in the morning to eat breakfast.
So, she pulls out a sack from her side and hits the table. There is obviously coin in there. That's 50 gold. I'll give you the rest on completion.
Okay.
I look over at Freya and Fenlo.
Why are you looking at me?
I'll take it now.
Ramsey will grab the bag since that no one is.
Oh, right, because
Yeah.
Freya is now the treasurer.
Yeah.
And then we'll
yeah.
hand it. Yeah, we'll hand it to Freya.
So that is 10 gold for each of us, unless we want to put a certain percentage of it away into the treasury.
Just put mine in the...
Let's put it all in the. If you guys are okay with that, put it all in the treasury for now.
Put
and
the
then
50
we will
in the treasury?
Split the last half.
Alright. So that becomes 376.
Does anybody want to do anything with the rest of their evening, or do we want to just go to the next day?
I'm good with next day.
I'll stick around and have a few more drinks with Nervon. Then I'll
Sure.
come back.
You get the sense like in the club, it's one of the more low-key establishments. Like, you've had the low-key of there's not a ton of people here in the sunken staircase, but this is like the camaraderie, like not much happening. Like, people do come here to socialize in the capacity that they just want to talk. This isn't like the club scene of like Maelstrom where people are like grinding and wanting to have sex or to have a good time. It is full of people talking about past experiences of monsters they've hunted, or talks about like weird things they found and then pawned off later on. Nothing really fully catches your ear. Really, it's mostly past things, like things that are long gone, like 20 years in the making. They've hunted down a Remoraz and Ennis, and that almost nearly killed them, but with one depth stroke of a battle axe, I carved it up its center, and its warm insides flowed out onto the snow, and we were saved, kind of thing. But yeah.
Could I have a little scene where I'm talking with?
Of course. What would you like to do? What do you say?
Nervon. Or about like maybe two
Sure.
drinks in. Are you guys still around?
I would have left by that.
Ramsey would also be leaving.
Same with...
Yeah, Karyad probably went
yeah,
home.
same.
Yeah.
Okay. Nervon. You know, you've shared a lot with us. I love your stories, and I am so ready to take down this bug. I do believe that it should go both ways. So I'll tell you, we're adventurers, but we also have a larger
Oh no.
mission. And I want you to, I trust you. You seem like a very down-to-earth person. I'd say so anyway. We're not from around here. We're actually from up in the sky. And there's a city there. And
Her face contorts a little bit in confusion.
we're from there. We're not from the land, we're from the sky.
Okay.
I don't know. I like to let you know that. And I'm a little concerned about this town in a lot of ways.
Okay.
Being sort of a stranger in a strange land,
Okay, well, maybe I have some insights for you then.
How do the people make their money?
Well, there's local business, but are you discussing about business practices of the people?
Yeah, but also just sort of the general workforce. Like, I don't see a lot of farms. I don't see a lot of stuff coming in and out, and it's really been bugging me that it doesn't seem like there's any sort of export or like production.
Well, people make their money from my experience, I make my money through the market. I go out and we hunt game, and I carve up the meat, and I trade the pelts over to a tanner, and we conduct business that way. But as for the town, I think it kind of operates under the same suspicion, but I don't know. I don't look gifted horse in the mouth. I don't get a ton of taxation, and I get to go about my business without being hassled. And I think that's the similar idea of what everyone else is doing.
It's just very strange to me.
I think it is absolutely strange, but I think this town is full of a lot of ignorance, and they live in the idea that ignorance is bliss. And who am I to tell them that they are doing the wrong thing?
I mean, I like a drink now and then. I splash a bit of ale, but I see people. There's people going out to bars every night. It just doesn't make sense that they could just have all this money that they're throwing away, and that it's sort of some Las Vegas out in the woods. That's a small casino up in Celestin. Don't worry.
Can I ask you this city in the sky?
Yeah.
Does your government control the distribution of your wealth in some way?
To a certain extent, I suppose, but there's also trade guilds there, and there's farmers, I know, and I believe those people work privately, but I'm sure some also provide food to the government.
We don't have many taxes here. We have some. They're small. They're yearly. But I've always just operated under the assumption that personal trade was how you were to continue to conduct your business, and there was a freedom to that. But I think there is some merit in what you are worried for. Are you assuming that there is like a second shoe awaiting to be dropped?
Either that, as in it's going to become a ghost town soon, or there's something darker at play.
Honestly, I see your concern, but that is it.
Can you answer this? Why aren't the guards allowed to go in the graveyard? Is it a sort of religious thing? Or is there another reason?
I don't actually know. That is strange. I haven't thought about that, actually.
Well, keep it in your mind. I down the rest of my drink. Throw the rest throw a gold on the table. And, I'll see you tomorrow there, Nervon. It's nice talking.
Nice to meet you.
Okay. I don't.
As you guys all, if anybody wants to do anything else, now's the time.
I'm good.
I'm good.
Cannot think of anything.
All right.
Karyad's fine
Find
going to
all
sleep.
your way back to the sunken staircase. Can you guys just pay your fee for the evening?
What was
I'm
it?
looking it up.
Awesome.
Laws. That's the population breakdown.
That's the conspiracy Tecton's under.
It would be 5 silver pieces for the. Oh, but you guys are in a joint room. 2 gold for the total.
From each of us?
Perhaps this comes out of the group fund?
Sure. So take 2 out of the group fund.
Please.
I'll go with the group tonight to
Okay.
sleep.
Oh.
So the one of the extra beds is taken up by Tecton as you guys all file into the rooms at different times in the evening, tucked in a little later than the others. And you guys get into bed and quickly fall asleep to prepare for the next day's adventures into the forest. And this is a good time to take a break.
Okay.
Joke's on you guys. I have beer friends.